work. That didn't make any hay here, but why should it have?
Well, first off, I spent about 25, almost 30 minutes reading the resolution to my colleagues so that they got the big picture of the history of abuse that Mr. Rangel is involved in. So that's a good thing. And then they basically used a procedure which threw it in the black hole, and we didn't get to vote on it, which is not the first time they've done that. They also did that back in February. They used a little different procedure this time. But the bottom line is we had no debate, and we had no vote, yes or no, on whether Mr. Rangel should be removed.
Well, the investigation is still going on. We got to emphasize that. And there are a lot of details. He failed to report income from a Dominican vacation home. He suddenly found a $500,000 checking account. The number of his assets has gone from 500 to 1 million to 2 million. So there are a lot of details. Do you have any doubt that eventually the Ethics Committee will make a fair judgment?
Well, I think most everybody understands, but if they don't, the Ethics Committee is an evenly divided committee. There's not any more Democrats than Republicans on there. They're exactly the same number. So it's an easy committee to become deadlocked and do nothing. And that's what we have no idea. We never know what is happening inside those doors. But there's an even number of Republicans and Democrats. And so if everybody sticks to their party and nobody gives, you basically have to give on your guy if anything's going to happen. So it's pretty deadlocked. It's been a year and a couple of months.
Boy, this sounds like health care legislation. Speaking of which, the Congressional Budget Office representative has come out with some revised numbers here that show that the Baucus bill could actually make a profit and it would have some revenue. So what is your thought on that? Is that bringing you at all closer to at least the middle here with some of your Democratic brethren?
Well, first off, it's my understanding, and I certainly have not been in on those negotiations, but it's my understanding that the Baucus bill spread out over 10 years could have a positive number. However, that's making several assumptions, which most people don't think those assumptions will be true, one of which is about $400 million worth of cuts in Medicare, which I'm very much opposed to. So I think there's a lot of mythical assumptions that are in that Baucus bill. But we'll see. I'll get more information as it comes over here where we can actually see it.
Congressman John Carter, thank you very much for joining us, Congressman. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
We asked Congressman Rangel, by the way, to join us this afternoon. He declined. However, his office did issue this statement.
Quote, let's look at this resolution for what it really is, a highly partisan effort designed to undermine the important work in Congress on health care reform. It's also an attempt to circumvent House rules, which provide for a comprehensive bipartisan ethics committee process for reviewing matters such as these.
The congressman himself initiated the request for the committee to review the issues, and the members should let the process work as established by the rules of the House. But once again, we remind you, an investigation does continue.
Indeed it does. Well, government officials expect lots of sick days this winter from the H1N1 virus.
Will your workplace and you be affected? That's next on Bulls and Bears.